At 20 years old, my sister Isabella and I both married into the Moretti family. In my previous life, Isabella chose Ethan Moretti, the charismatic yet rebellious younger brother, but Ethan never loved her. On their wedding day, he abandoned her to spend the night with Jessica, the woman he was infatuated with. After the wedding, he treated their home like a hotel. When Jessica became pregnant, she moved brazenly into what should have been Isabella's marital home. My sister became the laughingstock of the entire underworld. Once a blossoming young woman, she was worn down to a shadow of herself, spending the rest of her life in humiliation and pain. As for me, I married Vincent Moretti, the elder brother, and the most powerful man in the city. Wherever I went, people addressed me respectfully as Mrs. Moretti, but my sister envied me. Consumed by illness and bitterness, she dragged me off the top-floor balcony at a family gathering, and we both plummeted to our deaths. When I opened my eyes again, I was 20 years old, standing at the moment when I had to decide which Moretti brother to marry. When Isabella eagerly chose Vincent, I knew. She had been reborn too. Clinging tightly to Vincent's arm like a protective beast, she glared at me and threatened, "Ava, you'll marry Ethan. You don't have a problem with that, do you?" I glanced at Ethan. He was leaning on his hand, staring out the window, with utter disinterest, his entire body rejecting the absurdity of this arranged marriage. My husband from my past life, Vincent, sat there with his eyes closed, as if I didn't exist. "No problem," I replied. If my sister wanted him, she could have him. Did she really think being the woman by the godfather's side was that easy? The decision was made. Isabella smirked triumphantly, announcing, "Once decided, there's no turning back." In our world, the only way out of family ties is through death. There's no such thing as divorce. I smiled sweetly. "Of course, dear sister, it's a deal." Our weddings were held on the same day, grand and opulent. Unlike my previous life after the ceremony, I was sent to Ethan's villa. Ethan's tone was as cold as ice. "Ava, you insisted on marrying into this family. I didn't want this. Let me be clear, I already have someone in my heart. Since you want the title of Mrs. Moretti so badly, you can have it, but don't expect me to fulfill any duties as your husband." I nodded obediently. Understood. Ethan seemed caught off guard, as though he had punched a pillow and his anger found no outlet. In my last life, when my sister heard these words, she threw a tantrum. In retaliation, Ethan humiliated her by spending their wedding night with Jessica. She even had to attend the family breakfast alone the next morning. This time, I decided to lay my cards on the table. "Ethan, you can continue seeing your girlfriend. I'll even cover for you if needed. But on one condition. In public, you must give me the respect and dignity I deserve as a Moretti daughter-in-law." Ethan looked skeptical as his eyes scanned me, taking in my calm demeanor. After a long pause, he said, "If you're really as magnanimous as you claim, then fine. I agree." I emphasized, "Just keep your girlfriend in check. I don't want her causing trouble for me." He scoffed. "As long as you don't provoke her, she wouldn't waste her time on you." Just as he finished speaking, his phone rang. Jessica's tearful voice echoed through the speaker. "Ethan, are you with that woman right now? If you are, I'll kill myself." Ethan scrambled to calm her down. "Jessica, this marriage is only for the family alliance. You're the one I love. Please believe me, baby." Jessica, emboldened, demanded, "Put me on speaker. I want to talk to that woman." Ethan hesitated, but Jessica's hysterics escalated. She threatened to disappear, leaving him unable to find her again. Reluctantly, he complied and turned on the speakerphone. Jessica's shrill voice nearly pierced my eardrums. "Ava Vallone, listen up. Even though you're married to him, you're nothing but a homewrecker. Don't think for a second you can come between Ethan and me. You'll never have his heart or his body, got it?" I turned my head to look at Ethan, so much for her not bothering me. Ethan's face was flushed with shame as he clasped his hands together. "Moldenung?" "Help me." I cleared my throat and spoke in a gentle yet slightly pitying tone. "Ms. Hale, rest assured I have no interest in a man like Ethan. Think about it. He's a grown man who still has to ask his family for money. Aside from his looks and the Moretti name, what does he even have to offer? I'm honestly baffled by what you see in him." Jessica was stunned into silence before letting out a sharp, indignant cry. "You're so annoying." Don't talk about him like that. Then she hung up, leaving the matter unresolved. I handed Ethan's phone back to him and casually added, "How did I do?"